Okay, Friday, August 5th, just following up on Apple. You can see here prices continue to come down on the 15-minute chart. We're coming down to the midway point of that first bar. Could be a type of thing where the whole day gets reversed if we continue lower and take out those lows. But at this point, it's easy to take profits or set up an over trade. The options are up to 292, bought those at 235, so they're up really nicely percentage-wise. And just a good overall trade on Apple. This is the key right here. Is it going to really break down and take out the lows of the day or not? As long as this 15-minute trend continues, that's what we're looking for. But, it's a tricky type of scenario. Again, I can go over the conflicts in play. The daily chart is still really up. So we're getting the 2-down day that could be taking out, these lows down here. But you're looking for these pullbacks to eventually buy into next week or at some signals that take place to the upside. So I know I'm going against the trend here. The day itself is really coming. That's kind of the target area here. If we want to hold in here, we could just be pausing for the rest of the day. So it's not like the biggest negative day I've ever seen. It's just that there was high probability coming up on a 2-down kind of a open once we reached the close that we were going to pull back into a range at a minimum, and that's kind of what you got going on here. Now it's a question of just, it's a good trade. You can take profits if you want and just kind of walk away, or you can see if we really build some momentum to the downside like some other stocks seem to be doing. If you look across the board, you see Nvidia breaking down and you see Tesla doing weak and Baba's doing weak. So, the debt market's definitely pulling lower, and that is kind of pulling all ships to the downside, so you can stick with it. But in the end, it's still going to set up an eventual buy, I think, on Apple at some point. So good trade here. We're up to 3 right now on the option. So all kinds of it's just depending how you want to handle it at this point. But a good trade, again, to get short here on that first push up to the close, and then to look at that 15-minute reversal. And now it's kind of heading down, at least to the lower end of the range. If it doesn't want to break those lows, we'll see what happens.